Okay, Jorge Prado, P5. So when I spoke to you on press day, you said, we'll see. I think we saw a lot. We saw a lot of progress. Maybe not the final number you would have liked to seen on paper, but there was definitely a lot of progress in both modes and almost the whole shot in Moto 2.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so I wish we could be in a different spot, but it is what it is right now. I take this P5. Little mistakes in the motos. First moto, I tucked the front. Probably overdoing it a little bit in that part of the track, and then second moto, I got together with a lapper and then I went down. So it's a pity, but yeah, I mean, a little bit progress, so better than nothing.
How much of it is you definitely looked more playful on the bike today. You looked more aggressive because there was, I mean, to put bluntly, there's been a couple nationals I've seen you this year. I'm like, that is not Jorge Prado. That's not him on the motorcycle. You've replaced him. You look like yourself in places today. How much of that is the progress you guys have made over the week break, and how much of that is, at the end of the day, this is a different sand track than what you were in, but you've also spent a lot of time in sand. So how much of it was improvement versus maybe feeling some comfortable soil?
I think it was more because I was racing a track that suits me a little bit better because I'm more used to ride sand. More than the improvement, and I think I'm a very good sand rider, so I kind of compensate more the disadvantage that I have right now. So that's what I think.
Yeah. How tough is it for you, where you haven't been comfortable and haven't been able to click yet? When you do, like today, like I said, I saw you push, I saw you do things on the bike that I'm familiar with seeing you doing. So when you start doing those things, you know where you've wanted to go with the bike, but they make improvements, but then you kind of push yourself more today. Does your feedback kind of remain the same, or do you kind of unbox some new things when you start to ride more like yourself?
I think we are still far from riding like myself. When you see it pushing like that, it's because if I don't push it, I just don't move. So it's not really my riding style even, but I need to adapt because this is what I have right now. So just to do similar, not even, like just to ride even slower than what I would ride, I use 3 times more my energy. So it's hard. I'm doing my best. I'm giving maximum effort, and that's all I care. I just do my best.
Now, I think some of us overlook is the fact that you had a major shoulder injury in Supercross. You had to have surgery on that. Actually, your first episode of your doc feature came out this last week. Pretty good, by the way.
Thank you.
But also, just kind of like, I know a lot of us knew that you had a bunch of off-season crashes, but you basically timelining your limited prep time, everything. It wasn't blazing hot today, but it was very humid in Southwick. Southwick is weird where it sits in a hole. It's a little bit of a pressure cooker. So how are we feeling fitness-wise? How are we feeling strength-wise getting into these?
I mean, like I said before, right now we're off, and because we're off, it just takes so much more effort just to be a little bit fast, So, I mean, it's hard, especially after like a crash in Moto 2. It's just hard to regroup, but I do my best. I don't doubt my fitness at all. I have a great program, and I trust it. I'm fit, and hopefully once we figure everything out, I can show my full potential.
Last one, are you going to be going back to club this week or coming back to California? Where are you going to be, what's kind of your current development, training, riding plan?
Yeah, well, my plan is to keep riding at club, obviously in California. If I'm not racing on the road next weekend, maybe it's not the best option. It's because California is super dry and there's nothing compared to like a racetrack. So I think the best spot right now is to move east and at least get some decent productive days of riding. So that's my plan.